Hey gang, it is Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro, and today we need to talk about the Batman who laughs. All right, there are a couple significant things that happened in the last few days. Significant thing number one, VeVe posted that he was going to put his focus on the Batman who laughs and told us all to watch what happens. Significant thing number two, it sold out on the retail portion of the app. No more at $39.99. You can only get them in the market. Secondary pricing. So we now have 700 of these bad boys on the market, and I have been watching the action ever since. Here's what I noticed. The price was about 44 gems before the attention was put on this thing by Mr. VeVe, and after that, I think the price shot up to 77 bucks pretty quick, 77 gems. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If it might have gone higher, post it in the comments and tell me what the floor price was at the highest point that you saw. But I think it was around 77 gems. Now, for the last few days, I've been tracking the price because I am going to be tracking my favorites so I can get a graph so we can watch what the trends are, the trending pricing. So we can see that if we're on our way up at a peak and a dip, side banding or whatever it might be, I want to watch this stuff on a graph. So since I started graphing this, we came out of the box at about 44. We got pumped to 77. Then it went 65, then 60, then 49. And let's just check out what's going on today. We're down to 47. So here we have a couple at 47 right off the bat. Then we got a 47.50, a 47.99, two 48s, a 48.50, a 48.99 to round out the top 10. Then we're sitting at 49, rock solid 49.99 up to 50 and 52.50. So around the next 10, we're around the 50 to 52 range. And then upwards from there. Now, I'm going to keep on scrolling, and as you will see, we are still not back up to that price that we raised the floor to of 77, which brings up the point that I made in the last video with Superman. How reliable is this raise the floor concept going to be when we cannot control the two primary reasons why people are not going to abide by this floor price after we have cleaned off all of the low ball pricing? So let's say we take all of these low balls off of the floor. Let's say we wiped out all 30 or 40 of these and we bring it all the way back up to, say, 70. And you can see how many there are. So if somebody's got some deep pockets and they want to wipe all this out, raise the floor. There's a couple reasons that I mentioned in the last video in the Superman update that would motivate someone to sell at below a floor price. Reason number one, they want gems for the next drop. Reason number two, crypto is crashing and they're panic selling. You cannot control those two things. So if we buy up the 50 that I just scrolled to, 50 or 60, I can't even keep count. Have you been keeping count? How many do we have? Now we're finally at 70. So let's say we buy up all 50 and we raise the floor to 70. What's going to happen next week when the next drop comes? Are people going to stick with this floor price and sell at 70? Or is somebody going to come in at 69.99? Or are they going to do what I do? Now, if I want to sell something quickly because I want to get something else, I want to grab something off of the market, that let's say there was a special number. I plucked off a special number that I'm going to call the double. And it was 1, 2, 4, 8. And the reason why I call that the double number is because 1 doubled is 2, 2 doubled is 4, 4 doubled is 8. That's kind of a neat number. So if you're into the numbers game, there are people that like weird numbers. So I wanted to get that right away. So I needed to sell some stuff and I needed to sell it quick. So let's say the floor price is 70 and I've got several of these. Do you think I'm going to sell at 70 and let somebody else jump in and get that special double number? No, I'm going to put mine up at 69. Or if I want to sell it really fast, I'm going to undercut it by 2 gems and make it 68. I'm going to sell that sucker and I'm going to go get that special number, that special edition. It might be a very low edition that you're looking to get. It might be the last one at a certain price point where you don't have time to wait. And because of that, you're not going to sit around and match the floor price. I'm not going to list at 70 when I see how many people here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 people listing at 70. And so I would be number 6 and have to wait. And then I would also have to hope that I have the lowest number, and then also hope that someone's actually paying attention, because a lot of people don't. They don't even realize that you should look for the lowest edition number when you're buying. But I'm going to have to hope that maybe I've got that low number and somebody can pluck it off. Well, I'm not going to have that kind of patience when I've got a burning desire to go and grab an item before somebody else beats me to the punch. For that reason, I don't know how solid this whole strategy of raising the floor is going to be. So we'll just have to see. Now, in my opinion, and I might have mentioned this in a previous video, I think that this is possibly the coolest NFT that we have of the entire Batman series, and if not, on the entire VeVe app. Now, I'll admit that the Ghostbusters, the Ghost Trap is pretty cool, and it's the first one with sound. But as far as artwork alone, I'm sorry, this is really cool. This is the best looking one that we have seen to date. And whenever they had this as a preview where you only saw this on the Medium page on the VeVe website, and you just got a little glimpse of this, I thought, wow, when that thing comes out, it's going to be an ultra rare, a secret rare, and it's probably going to fetch the highest price, because that is just one cool looking piece of artwork. And sure enough, it came out as a common and a high number. I have 4 of these now, and I might buy more if this price keeps dipping. And the reason is there was another Batman black and white that was very cool looking, that was a common, that sat on the app forever in a high number, that sold out because I kept saying, nobody's going to buy this, but that is a really cool looking Batman, and I'll just come back and get it later. And it sold out. And that would be the Todd McFarlane Batman, which has fetched some of the highest of pricing that we have seen in the app. Maybe not like some of the secret rares, but as far as a common, I think it is the highest selling price-wise for a common that we've ever seen. And it's a cool looking NFT. I think that the art on this piece is even cooler than the Todd McFarlane. That's my opinion. What do you think? Post your opinion. I want to know, which one do you think is a better piece of art visually? Is it the Batman Who Laughs, or is it that Todd McFarlane? If this is based on the quality of artwork alone of this item, I think this dude is going to be our next surprise explosive NFT that fetches a super high price in the future once these things get taken off the market. That's just my guess. Now, combine the artwork with the fact that we're going to see the membership, the customer base in this thing probably double or triple in the next year, which could mean that a lot of this supply could get soaked up. And if people have the same opinion that I do about how fantastic of a piece of art this is, it could get driven up to the moon. What are your thoughts? Do you think the Batman Who Laughs is going to get driven to the moon? And do you own any? Are you trading for these? Are you going to stock up on this before they're gone? Before they get down to just, say, a couple hundred? Let me know. Post it in the comments. That's all I got for now. I'll keep you posted on this. This is Carlton, and I am out.